Hey guys, Jeff here with Ghost Knight Gaming, and we are introducing another Smite God, and this one's on fire. So we're taking a look at Sol, and we're going to start by taking a look at her passive ability and move on to her other abilities. So we're going to start with Unstable Manifestation. So she gains heat as she uses abilities and hits with basic attacks. She gets bonus magical power and attack speed for every 4% heat. At 108% heat, Sol's basic attacks gain 25% bonus damage, and the heat will decrease over time. So if you keep using it, keep activating it, it'll steadily stay up, and you can keep the heat maintained as you progress. So Radiance. Burns bright, gaining a large amount of heat, healing herself over time, and igniting the ground around her. Enemies that walk onto the fire take damage over time, so it'll actually burn around her. Stellar Burst is a stim. Her next basic attack explodes, creating a shockwave that travels out, dealing damage. At full size, the wave retracts, dealing damage again and slowing enemies. Then we have Dispariate. Burns down her manifestation, gaining movement speed and immunity to slows and movement penalties while leaving a trail of fire behind her. After 3 seconds, she loses corporeal form for a short time, making her invulnerable to damage while she's in that form. And then Supernova. She unleashes all her fire and fury from the sky, striking 8 times along a movable ground target location. So I'll show you that as we play through. Enemies hit are knocked back on the first strike and take only 20% damage on successive hits. Alright, so let's start with these. Let's grab Radiance. Let's grab some upgrades. Alright, and then we're going to head out there. So she's actually got enough. I could buy an upgrade. So I actually want to start. If I can find what I need, this one here. I want to improve her magic per second. There we go. So we can grab Supernova. Let's go get out there and see what we can do with this. So compared to a couple other, a lot of other mages, and I really shouldn't have done that. Okay, time to go. Alright, so that's Dispariate. You see how she basically becomes a ball of fire. That's her losing corporeal form, and it actually makes her pretty hard to kill. You see how the trail kind of works there? Alright. Oh. I want to actually try to see if I can catch him with the trail. There we go. So another way is to actually kind of be able to chase people freely. So my heat is actually like cranked up to max here. Okay, so if they want to follow me, they're going to take damage. It's kind of fun. Take advantage of that if we can. That minion seemed to have strayed a little far from home. Alright, out we go. See if we can help these guys out a bit. So, as you build up, you find a lot of times you're going to find that a lot of your upgrades are going to be what is really going to affect the abilities that you have. Alright, light them on fire. Cancel it early. There we go. So I can actually cancel that early so that I can, you know, if I need to attack or if I reach where I want to go, by just using the cancel. Alright. Light them on fire. So, compared to a lot of other mages, her damage is a little bit more focused. A lot of other mages focus a lot on being able to hit a lot of enemies for a fair amount of damage. Her not so much so. Like, hers is going to be focused on, other than with her ultimate. Oh, and I missed. Okay. Well, I clipped him. You can see how I'm healing here. It's not a lot. Okay, I actually really don't want to be here. That's one thing you got to be careful of with her, because her attacks don't do a ton of area damage. you don't really want to get yourself left alone very often, because you don't do the kind of damage, say, Hades does when he gets into a tussle. He can... Hades is the kind of mage that can stand up to more enemies by himself than a lot of other similar mages. They don't quite have that that level of staying power to pick a fight and win it against large numbers of foes. So you're going to want to plan your combat accordingly and not get caught up like that. So, yeah, you're going to want to try to increase your damage. Now, the other route you can go is you can look at some of your upgrades, and I do believe she can get them. But you can take defensive upgrades as well if you want to be a bit more of a knockdown dragout. Like there are a couple of different types of armor that you can grab. So like this one actually improves your magical power and your physical protection. So protecting against any enemy that uses physical combat, Artemis and Thor being examples of this, or actually Hercules as well. And so you're still getting the damage boost that you need to be a mage. But you're also able to maybe actually go toe-to-toe longer with enemies of, you know, that may have the, you know, combat advantage on you. So you're building to your opponents sometimes, and sometimes that's the easiest way to play is build to your opponents, so that you can better prepare. Because some guys just have that advantage on you, and you want to turn that against them, however you possibly can. Alright, so kill counts are actually staying relatively low here. Alright, so you're going to do that. I'm going to hit him when he gets close. Okay, time to go. That is not a place I want to be. There we go. So we head back. Now we've got some money to work. So let's experiment, because we have the Legion Helm, and it prevents critical damage. But I'm gonna take a look, and let's actually improve our attack power and attack speed. So the nice thing about this, the Telkinus ring, is that your basic attacks deal 35 additional magic damage to a target. So I'm going to get a little bit of extra bonus damage here. And there's a couple of options to be able to do that extra bit of damage. I'm going to deal with these guys. Okay, so we're going to draw them, try to see if they'll play in my backyard, because then I could do some extra damage to them. Okay, so let's go chase. Oh, darn. I would have been able to hit her, but I had a target in the way. Come on, there we go. We got her. Alright, get a little healing in and do some damage to everybody in the area. And throw that in just to see if I can add some damage to that situation. So as Saul, until your damage starts getting up there, you're probably going to be doing a lot more earning assists than getting kills early on. You're going to come in there, do some damage, run away from that kind of stuff. But eventually your damage is going to improve. And you're going to be able to hit more and more enemies for more and more damage. And things will turn around. Oh, watch out for that. Okay, there we go. I'm chasing him. Like so. I'll block his route. So that way he has to go through your fire to escape. And you can see how things are kind of shifting a bit damage-wise. Yeah, now he's kind of stuck behind his own ally's wall. We're going to take advantage of that. And now we're going to get out of there. No, we're going to get out. We're going to get out of there. Oh, that was close. We are going to need to make a break for it, though. That could have gone definitely worse than it actually did. Alright, so we should be able to fully upgrade this now, so that's going to give us a little bit extra damage. Let's look at what else we can do to do some extra damage. This one, anytime we use an ability that has, once it's mastered, anytime we use an ability that does damage, it's going to do a bit of extra damage. Oh, I'll come back to get that later. Try not to forget your relics. I do that all the time. Okay, so... Okay, so let's... So you see that extra 25 that, damage you're seeing on there? So that's the extra damage that I'm doing. Oh, cancel that. There we go, a bit more damage in there. So the damage does add up after a while. That's the nice thing about it. You add enough damage, and you're going to be able to build up all sorts of trouble that way. So let's go head back. I'm going to go heal up, buy the relic I need, so I know which one I want, and see if I'm close. Not quite yet. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to grab meditate, because it's a good way to get, or meditation, it's a good way to get some extra health. Alright, so let's throw some damage at those guys. There, let's play. Alright, so he has taken some armor, because it does 35 damage, and he's only taking 18. So, okay, let's do this. There we go, we're going to at least be able to deal with some of those minions. Oh, no, I didn't get to stop any of them. Or at least enough of them for it to matter. So even these guys take that extra bonus damage, and they're going to take a huger chunk, or a larger chunk, huger, wow. A larger chunk of that damage compared to what the enemies may, or the enemy gods may take, depending on what their defenses are looking like. So, it's a good way to keep the pressure on them with that bit of extra damage. Every little bit helps. You know, even if you're not getting the kills, your allies could be. You know, or something could happen. You know, you get a minion kill because the minion happens to pepper them because you put them down to 5 hit points. There we go. Or we can get in and do that. All right. There we go. Oh, not enough. Okay, we're actually not going to stick around for that. Unless the odds end up more in our favor. So we're going to want to hang off a couple of our allies a lot more with her than some other characters might. Just because, you know, we're not... Oh, I didn't think that through, but I'm going to retreat now. That is the most prudent course of action in this kind of situation. And because I'm going to need to tussle with these guys. Alright. There we go. Oh. Whoops. Not quite what I wanted to do, but there we go. So we're going to grab this. So this will actually give me some additional bonus damage as well. And then I want to actually improve my healing so I can stay out there longer. I have a couple of semi-okay area effects that I kind of want to take advantage of. So, oh, that didn't work. Alright, so, oh no, oh no, oh no. There we go, so a bit of bonus damage in there. And I shouldn't have stayed around. I should have used meditation to heal up, and then I would have been pretty good. Okay, so we're going to grab this. So that's going to give me a cooldown reduction. The passive bonus, I actually help my allies. They get magical power bonus and life steal when they're within 70 units of me. So they're going to get a bit of extra healing. In addition to, I get 15% lifesteal, magical power bonus, and a cooldown reduction. So my attacks will occur more often. Alright, let's get out there. So I'm going to get right into the fray. Right here. Throw all that. And then we're going to do this. That should actually get me. Oh, did not kill him. And I'm about to get killed. Unless I heal myself in time. There we go, so, and then we're going to activate meditation. Let's get out there. Okay. So, I ended up getting myself back up to half health, and this is going to increase my health even further. No, 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 don't want to be there. That was a place where I didn't want to be, and so I decided not to be there. There we go, bit more healing. Oh, there you are. You picked a silly place to stop. Got you. So I find I don't have to use my evasion as often. Oh no, I got trapped. Come here. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can offset her damage by doing more damage ourselves. So you see I'm actually stacking a couple of different damage sources. Okay, so we're gonna get to somewhere safe. And we're gonna throw some damage on them. And there we go. So get in here, throw some quick high damage hits. So like I said, stack enough damage on them, and you'll balance out. Maybe not hitting as often as some of them, or other benefits that they may have over you. So this is nope. Okay, I couldn't quite go toe to toe with the hunter, but that's okay. That's kind of normal. I'm also not fully upgraded yet, so that kind of offsets that. So let's see that one as opposed to this one. This one actually gives me more. So I want to get to this here, because it actually gives me bonus mana, and for this, and it has a secondary ability. Additionally, 3% of your mana is converted into magical power. So I've got 2,000 mana right now. If this were to start stacking up and I get enough kills on it, I could easily, you know, I'm adding 3%, so 60 magical power right now is actually a fairly decent boost. So you're actually doing a fair bit extra damage there. All right. All right. So we're gonna see if we can. There we go. So we got one kill. We got a second. So our mana is going up. So that means our damage is going up. So we'll see if we can a couple more kills here, because that's all we need now is just a couple of kills. So in addition to healing a fair bit, doing a fair amount of damage, actually thankfully the Guardian is looks like he's more focused around defense. Otherwise I'd probably be taking considerably more hits. I just have to watch out for those kind of abilities. So, and there you go. So there's a look at Sol. You know, focus heavily on her damage and trying to build up that damage, maybe build up her healing so that she can stay out there longer, and kind of pick and choose, kind of look at your opponents, either go very defensive or, you know, just kind of hit harder, just that little bit harder, so that you can offset that the lack of maybe area damage that some of your attacks do, that a lot of other gods may have an advantage on. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys again next time for another Smite video. Have fun, keep gaming.